a very 70s beautiful beginning. Don't you love all this old 70s music?
I know.
Very Stevie Nicks.
I'm all waiting. Thank you for taking that.
Is this 70s or what? Is this
Stealing mine, you
70s? Well, the key to this sound,
Yes.
to this sound is the capo I have here.
Is that what that's called?
Yeah.
Like a hair clip.
You were calling it a capo before.
Depends on how much wine he's had.
Oh, it's great. I love this. Is a 12-string guitar. 12-string guitar used a lot by bands in the 70s like Pink Floyd. If you didn't care, what happened to me? Don't you love those sounds?
Whatever happened to the intro song?
Yeah, where's
for our
the
show?
intro?
Oh, the intro song.
Nobody knows who we even are. Okay, that's more like the intro song.
Here we are with DJ Andrew and me, here on Under the Golden Gate. We're here on a Polk Street, where all the freaks of San Francisco meet. Under the Golden Gate, under the Golden Gate. Take it away.
We didn't come up with a verse this week, so we're just gonna get into sex talk
With Andrew, and we're all freaks on Under the Golden Gate. Under the Golden Gate. Hey Dan, say something freaky.
Something freaky.
You seem
All
very
it has to
freaky
do.
to me. What is the freakiest thing about Dan?
What's the freakiest thing about me?
He gets laid regularly.
It's that unbelievable. Dan is the guy who gets laid more than any of us. Tell us a little bit more about that as soon as we're done singing the song Under the Golden Gate. Under the Golden Gate. Okay, enough of that.
Yeah.
So we'll do a real song later.
Yes, that was fantastic.
That was the lovely Maria Konner.
I just wanted to highlight this because I finally tuned my 12-string guitar, and interestingly enough, this guitar actually has more curves than I do. That's why I like it so much. It's got more curves and more strings.
Too bad it's not a mirror, then you'd really love it.
I'm gonna have sex with this guitar later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Anytime, let's
there
put
you
it
go.
aside.
We'll see,
That brings us into
see,
our first topic.
Maria's
first
going to get
topic.
laid by her own guitar.
Oh God, I'm very narcissistic.
No, but I do have a date, so we need to get going on
do
this.
have a date?
I have a date. Well, kind of.
Really?
It's a Craigslist, not Craigslist date. It's an Adam for Adam date.
Is that
So
like
this is
where?
a- I don't-
Is that like the app on the phone where you like call
Yeah,
up a
yeah.
blowjob?
It's like a delayed fuck date.
Do you know that if
Really?
you're gay,
Yeah.
you can get a blowjob sent to your door like a pizza?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's why people are so envious of gay people.
Right.
It's-
Well, and you're married too, so
Yeah, yeah.
that's even worse.
Are you envious of gay people, or are you just saying that?
Well, I am gay, so it doesn't really matter.
Yes.
We're working on him.
Yeah, I kind of like going back and forth. The great thing is about coming here from the suburbs. I left the Matrix,
Right.
the suburbs, aka the suburbs, and ended up here in San Francisco with all these crazy freaks. You know, you people are relatively normal.
This is a relatively normal crowd tonight, yes.
Yeah, it is a relatively normal crowd. We actually have
Yes.
several guests on here. We have Megan Murray, who's going to talk to us about social networking.
That will
She's
be
a
lovely.
Social networking guru. She makes her living doing that, talks about it, and is going to tell us a little bit about how we spread love and sex around the internet.
Oh, there you go.
All right, and then who's our other guest? We have a
We
comedian.
have Matthew Lieb, who's a comedian / ex-heroin addict.
I'm sure he loves to be notified as that.
Well, hey, I've got to make him
shtick.
interesting.
That's
you know,
true.
you need your own niche.
Can he bring a little bit? I just want to try it once. Would it be fun? Just
Yeah,
try
are we going to
it
have
once?
like another repeat like we did at the Red
thought
Devil
we-
Lounge last
Oh
week?
my
Are we
God.
talking about sex or drugs? I thought we started off the show every week.
Well, I mean, we talk about Maria's big freak out at show off with Darl and Gunsel. I mean, that's the. I know.
I can't believe you bring this up,
Well, I'm sorry. It's just on my mind.
Dan. We're like on the air. I
Right.
mean, first of all, let me tell you something.
They
You know
asked
how
for it, right?
humiliating it was for me to watch them, like make me look bad because they were so good.
Well, I know.
You know what I mean?
But poisoning their drinks wasn't the way to go.
Well, fortunately, only one of the band members ended up in the hospital.
Well, that's true.
Right,
At least
yeah.
they got through the set first.
And he deserved it.
Yeah.
He was getting
Our
everybody's
thoughts and
attention.
wishes are with you, Darl and Gunsel.
God, it's just, I'm not going to throw a fit, you know what I mean?
No.
But seriously, next time, don't put any artists on there who are better than me, please.
Well, then that means there'll be nobody performing.
Gonna lower the list.
There'll be nobody performing. That is a really good
Except for
thought.
it'll be the Maria Konner show.
Well, that's what I was
Well,
thinking about naming.
now that you've acknowledged it, maybe we can lower the bar
See,
just a little
finally,
bit.
finally, the truth comes
Let's start
out.
with the
You're
the
always
worst
hedging
performer.
that.
Let's go with the worst performers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you're going to say that out loud. Besides Maria Konner.
Okay.
Of course.
I stopped listening at some point.
Well,
in
this is
there.
yeah. He stopped listening. This is
No, it was
exciting
your
because
idea.
this is the first time that we are all with. Last week it was Andrew and me,
Yes, I was off doing my bloke show
Yes.
at Truck.
and this week it is Dan. Andrew
I'm back.
and I.
Yeah.
And what is our first topic here?
Sex.
We have to talk
Talking
about sex first.
This is San Francisco.
And Andrew is a married man, straight, so he doesn't get any, so he wants to talk about it.
Obviously. I was
Obviously.
reading in the local paper that there is a group of people who hop into a coffin, get buried in the earth, and then have sex with each other. And they videotape it from the inside and then project it on an outside wall.
Now, is there air pumped into the...
Yeah,
or is
it's
it-
first
or
thing
is
I'm
it
saying was
just-
going to get pretty smelly.
I mean,
This
yeah,
one-
you'd have only a certain amount of time before you would keel over.
Well, this is evidence that the economy of San Francisco isn't doing that well because actually it's more of a dumpster
Yeah.
buried in dirt that they're calling a coffin.
Oh God. So it's not really a coffin. So.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to do that, we need the whole, Tim Burton, Edward Gorey, Black Goth burial coffin, all that. That'd be kind of cool.
He's a movie buff.
He likes
Sorry.
Tim Burton.
To
Well,
me,
no, I mean,
all
I'm trying to
thinking
speak
about
visually.
all I'm thinking about is what kind of sex is it? Like, is it straight? Is it queer? Like,
It
you
was
know,
kind of. It was like
Sex in a box.
It was advertised in the SF Weekly. It was a little bit vanilla. There was one girl who
Yeah.
was interviewed on the internet, and she's like, "I'm just doing it because I want to be the coolest out of like all my friends."
That's a great imitation.
And I was like, "That's not a fucking goth. A goth fucking hates their friends. I don't have any friends. They're doing it because
they want to be dark. They want to be dark, you know.
Yes.
But I'm always wondering, like I'm into all kinds of sex. To me, the weirder, the kinkier, the better. Otherwise, it's
Yes,
like an
we know.
addiction. It's just I just got to keep amping it up, you know.
Yes, we know.
You know, and like straight people, do they just watch all straight sex? I mean, like after a while, doesn't that get boring?
That's how straight I am. The one kind of pornography I've never
Yeah.
watched is gay porn. I just can't.
Not
Oh, girlfriend.
two girls.
No, yeah, two girls. But not two.
That doesn't count.
So what is your definition of gay, Andrew?
Well, why is it called the gay and lesbian Mardi Gras? There
That's a
must be
good
two
point.
different
Okay, so
things.
now let's talk about what about people who are bi? Is that gay?
Well, Andy Dick reckons that he's bi, and I'm like, oh,
Is he?
he's a
He's a
comedian.
comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think everyone's bi, and then you kind of just whittle it down over time.
Oh, and it's just more your preferences. It's whichever neurons respond the most. Or something.
Yeah.
Sure, you have
Yeah.
the whole Kinsey scale.
Yeah, but you'd think that straight people would want to watch something kinky on porn. I mean, how
Well, I
much
don't
straight
know.
porn can you watch?
My straight friends, when I had them,
Yeah.
back in Texas where I grew up.
You got bored with them, or they got sick of you?
Oh no, they were never bored with me. Are you kidding? But I mean, as a matter of fact,
You don't like breeders, in other words.
I love readers. I love all
God
people.
hate-
I have no problem with them.
God hates breeders.
Well, if God
God's
hates
like,
breeders,
okay,
it wouldn't be any of us.
hang on a second. There's were 4 billion people on the planet 30 years ago. We kind of needed to stop then. So why don't you just have recreational sex? Isn't that what God would say if God came down? Dudes, just have some more recreational sex. Gay sex is great. Anyway.
God would go down to Catholics and going, look, people, I appreciate all your efforts, but it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay to use
it.
condoms.
We do it up here also.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought we were all a part of God, like Voltron. Like we all came together and formed a gigantic animatronic robot.
I think we are.
Hey.
I think the hardest thing.
Now that would be kind of hot.
Yeah.
But here's the problem. The hardest thing for people to accept is that they are part of God.
Yes.
Do you know how scary that is?
God is not separate. You
How
are
can
a
you
piece
tell
of
people
the
that they're
God
part of
puzzle.
God when most people are crazy?
I think God's
God's
just another
crazy.
word for everything.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it's
Like,
right.
God is just if it's all knowing and all powerful, it must be everything.
It must be. Well, like when people say, do you believe in God? I'm like, what's your definition of God before I answer that
Do
question?
you believe in everything?
Do you believe in everything? The
It's
answer is
quite
yes. of
obvious.
course.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I don't believe in everything. I think bits are missing.
Yeah.
Mm.
I believe in having fun and spreading fun and feeling fun and being great.
Fuck, I was about
Never
to.
heard of mute.
I was about to yell at someone for that. Fuck. Anyway,
Well,
Well,
keeping us-
there's
and
nothing
keeping
but
us in
high.
the right direction.
There's nothing but high levels of professionalism. Yeah, exactly.
do you know why no one ever calls me? I don't have any friends, but yeah.
But
it's
of course,
probably-
it's like there's like that magnification coming to you because we're like,
But you're
in front of 4 people
yes.
that were, so
Apparently
sorry for
we're
our
here-
unprofessionalism. We're working on it.
Studio audience.
But
Well,
Yeah.
we're here above Polk Street. And,
Yes. Bringing the word to the Polk.
Polk Street, where at night I can see the glow of divas beckoning me to come over.
Yeah, we know.
Oh, wait.
Well, see, there you go. You get the Divas.
If you
queens.
want to see something,
Don't start him. God.
my God, my sister came. Okay, all right, I got to finish it.
Yeah.
My
Oh,
sister
yeah, we
came to
know.
San Francisco, and we first went to the lesbian bar, which was the Metro, not the one across from the Safeway. They closed on Thursdays, and she could not believe how hot those girls were. She's like, I can't believe these girls are into girls. This is so crazy. I can't wait to tell my hairdresser. She's like, oh my God, San Francisco's great, wonderful, whatever. We went to a gay bar, and then I'm like, she goes, oh my God, San Francisco's been amazing. I'm like, let's go to Divas. And she walked in there and was like, I cannot believe there are no genetic women in this room. And the best compliment she
It's a
ever.
very fishy place.
Oh my God.
Was
You
that
know,
a zing?
they're all prostitutes.
No, it's a
But you know
realism.
something? It's
A
hot.
fishy?
Fishy.
Fishy.
Was that a pun or
Well,
was
kind
that a play
of.
on words?
Well, you know, they say that when a man who dresses up as a woman and looks very much like a woman, where it's hard to tell the difference, that
Yeah.
she is fishy.
Who tests
I
this
like
fishy?
that.
Yeah.
That sounds
Is
good.
So,
that-
like,
that-
Maria is not fishy.
I'm clearly not fishy.
Clearly.
I'm clearly neither male nor female, nor would I ever want to be. Why would I want to be
Exactly.
stuck in one gender?
My,
But
wi-
I'm
My
the
powers
actor-
would be...
crossover.
And, you know, and
Yeah,
we've
that's
all...
where I get my powers from.
Wait.
I'm an ambassador.
my wife says that Maria looks like my mum, and that's why I connect with her.
Your mom's hot.
My
Really?
mum-
Yeah, wow.
Well, there's two things going on here.
We'll see your mom at
Your
Divas.
mom... Who said I look like your mom?
No, my wife said you look like my mum.
This is getting into some kinky wife-swapping edible thing going on. That's all I'm
Okay.
thinking.
So there's one issue is, how would she think I look... What does your mother look like?
you. What do you think?
Is your mother pass?
Do you have fantasies of nursing on his breastises?
Boobs. Oh
I
my
wouldn't
God.
call it a dream.
What are your favorite organs? What are your favorite organs? Like,
An uncontrollable need?
No.
No. Look, he's turning red.
why? You said, I think he's turned on by something.
I think he's turned on by the fake booby suck.
I think
I don't
I'm
know.
fucking
Do you like
melting under the lights that we have set up in the
God.
studio.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like that's
listen
the
to
problem
you.
with.
I'm ruining the magic
If
of
it wasn't
theater.
for me, at least we turned off that monster light that was decimating entire populations.
Oh my God! It's
I think
We
it's
don't
hot.
have lights. This is all natural. This
Yeah,
is just us
exactly.
sitting here talking.
Well,
yeah.
Are we going to bring on
Our next guest.
We worked
our
really
guest
hard
is-
to make it look this
Our
shitty.
guest is giving us the evil eye right now.
I think you should bring her on.
I think
I
you
made
did my
that up
calendar.
just to create some drama, or maybe she really did give me the evil eye. I guess we'll have to ask her and just see how good of an actress she is to go along with this one.
Well, don't
evil
worry, you have no
person.
competition
So
for Maria.
we're going to bring our first guest on while Dan does the calendar.
Yeah, Dan, why don't you do the calendar and then?
Okay,
John, we're gonna bring up
going
our
on in
guest.
San Francisco this week, starting tonight on its run at the new conservatory, is The Divine Sister by Charles Busch. And why do we like that? Because it stars our favorite Trauma Flintstone. And anything
Yeah.
Trauma's in, we're going to go see. Plus, Charles
Support
Busch is
Trauma.
amazing. It's directed by F. Allen Sawyer, who's produced a lot of things. So you just need to go to the nctcsf.org. Anyway, New Conservatory Theater Center and get tickets. And that seems to be a spoof on all the convent movies of the era. I mean, that's a little dated, but still, it's got a great cast again. We got Trauma Flintstone and also a good friend of mine, David Bika.
Very San
So,
Francisco.
yes. it's
Don't
a
go
very
to
San
Fisherman's
Francisco.
Wharf. You've got to tell us about
Yeah,
the.
you don't need a bread bowl with your clam chowder. It doesn't exist. And neither
It's like a
and neither
voodoo doll.
does
Like a
Maria's
Tarzan voodoo
guitar
doll.
anymore.
I felt it in my hip.
Also tonight, the Bynes Monologues, which is going to be at Rebel, and that's where a bunch of queens are going to have an evening of reading Amanda Bynes' tweets. And that is going to star Ben McCoy, who will be here next week to chat about the...
Ben McCoy's going to be here next
She's going to be here next week.
Ben McCoy.
You have to be
is-
tied up in a closet, but
she is
that was
so
the only deal I had to
awesome.
make. And
She is
then
unique. Oh.
Darcy Drollinger, Lady Bear, Martha T. Lipton, and Peaches Christ.
Oh my god.
So that's going to be a real fun time. It's funny. I became
Forget
real
the
blonde.
movies. Go to these things.
I became blonde real quick and invited them to come on the show and discuss it. And they go, it's happening when you're doing your show. And I'm like, oh, well, never mind.
Well, we can always change the show because we're not in real time.
Exactly. But
Maybe
still,
get your wife
it was
together.
too late. There you go.
Is your wife representative of like the straight world, or is she kind of?
She likes Sharon Needles and all those.
Oh.
So she's very much like a straight woman who's like obsessed with queer people. Right?
I think most women are.
Sure.
Yeah, why is that?
Well, it's kind of a heightened vision of what the female persona can be.
I think so, but men
Because
are,
women can do drag as well.
and most straight men are afraid of it.
Well, they're just intimidated by the things they don't
Not
find
Eddie
familiar.
Murphy.
Well,
You want to hear the most?
or Hugh Grant.
You know what every tranny tells me? A lot of trannies tell me this. This is a very common story. That they're on the street and all these tough guys come up to them, 8 guys, look at that fucking tranny and treat her like shit. They all leave, and 20 minutes later, every single one of them is looking for her to hook up with her when his buddies aren't around.
Exactly.
I would believe one. 1 out of the 8 might, but come on, 8 out of the 8.
You know, remember, these are guys who happen to be on Polk Street, so maybe there's a subconscious reason why you might end up wandering into a neighborhood that's quite colorful.
Okay.
I mean, why go to another straight bar with the same old thing?
Exactly.
You know? Well, let's get in touch with the next generation, and maybe our next guest can give us a little insight into how do we find out what.
You want me to continue doing the calendar?
But you do the calendar.
Okay,
you
I'll
finish
do
the
that.
calendar. Yeah.
Thank you. Tomorrow we will have Hard French, which is going to be at El Rio. Always a fun time. Followed by Zeitgeist at the Soma Arts, and of course Go Bang with Sergio Fidash at the Stud.
Our favorite straight DJ,
and
DJing in a queer
We're going
world.
to try to go get that interview with him. That
Yeah,
I
we
mucked
want
up
to
last
know.
time.
We're convinced.
We're doing a series on straight guys that are gay.
Exactly. Straight guys who are gay but
Or
don't
gay
like
guys
men.
that are straight. One of the two. It's kind of hard to figure it out.
I think he said he was gay, but he's not a homosexual. Is that kind of what it was?
Well,
Something like
he likes the gay guys, but he doesn't like the gay guys.
I met his girlfriend. She's
But he's
fucking
real
hot.
huggy squeezy, which is always real strange.
I don't know.
And then on
We'll
Tuesday,
give him a 2 on the McKinsey scale.
yes. And on Sunday will be It's a 5 o'clock somewhere at the Stud as well. That's if you're into the Drag Kings, that's
they're fun
Dean
guys.
Disaster's night. I've
You want to
DJ'd
know
a couple
something? If
times.
you're coming to San Francisco to visit, you have to check this stuff out.
Yes.
This is the place to see it.
And on
Go
Sunday-
see Drag Kings and then Drag Queens on the same night, the same bar.
And then also on the same day, there's the best male crooner contest at Martuni's.
Oh, Mark, that is fun.
And we are working with Trauma Flintstone on bringing all the winners from that whole series to come on and perform live for Under the Golden Gate. And
On the Steinway.
On the Steinway upstairs. So that's going to be our fancy pants thing. Of course, also Cocktail Gate next Sunday. And it's Cocktail Gate in space. I think we might want to go and film that.
Oh, yeah. Trannies wearing silver latex.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Spaz is somebody
It's always
to
great
see.
to hear it perceived through your mind.
For my mind, it's a combination of art and sex together. That's what does it for me.
Yes, if boobs.
You know, unless it has boobs.
So, I mean, Sunday's a busy day. And then, of
Yeah.
course, next Tuesday you can find me at the Meow Mix DJing. And I forgot what weird theme Junebug, that's right. So I'm going to do kind of a summertime mix, I think.
You know,
summer songs.
You know, Dan, you come from Texas, right? So,
I was
mean,
born and raised in Texas.
And
yes.
it's like, the way I feel is coming to San Francisco, you know, when you come here, you don't become weird or strange, whatever.
It doesn't happen immediately. I mean,
Yeah, you come here
At
and-
first, you kind of, but I think people wear on you, or their influence does. For me, it was I was around so many extroverts that after a while, I just didn't. The stuff that I was doing seemed normal. When I go back to Texas, and I'd be all like, "Wah!" You know, like some kind of big party clown. And
San
so-
Francisco is kind of like, you ever see the movie The Mask? If you're evil, you put the mask on, you become this evil.
Oh, I was thinking
If you're a
of the
beautiful girl-
deformed kid one with Cher.
I really think
yeah.
Yeah, I think San Francisco's like The Mask. Whatever you already are, when you come here, you put the mask on and you become it. Some people are bitch divas. Some people are cool divas, like Cookie Dough we saw last night.
We
We're
went
gonna
to the
have
Monster
videos
Show
on.
and recorded the Grease Night.
She is like
that
the
will be
nicest.
up on the Under the Golden Gate.
She is the nicest awesome drag queen. You know?
The musical.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. So I would call Cookie Dough like the nicest awesome drag queen.
She was lovely. She was a lovely hostess. The show was super fun. It was packed. The audience was definitely excited, drunk.
Yeah, of course. Come on, an audience in the Castro.
No, it was crazy, but
on
it was really
Thursday
fun.
night-
And she did take some time out and talk about her fundraising and just all around great gal.
Yeah, that's what I love about this community. It's actually very, very supportive.
Yes.
Of
And we're going to
various
continue
causes.
covering all the
Yeah.
drag shows for you out under the Golden Gate.
So really, you come to San Francisco and you put on the mask and you become more of what you always
San
wanted to
Francisco
be.
lets you become whoever you want to be.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean,
Anyway,
you can come to
enough
San
of that.
Francisco and say, I'm a performer, I do this, and everybody's going to go, okay, that's what you do.
It's amazing. When I came out of the Matrix, I felt like so low for not fitting in because I didn't think and feel exactly the same way everybody else did. When I came to San Francisco, took me about 3 years to get over, like, it's okay to be me kind of thing. You know?
You can, I mean, you know, if you come to San Francisco and say, I want to dress in purple with a pot on my head and go on the bus and drive around and scream, people let you do it.
They'll let you do
It's
it.
no fun, but you know.
But sometimes you'll see the person wearing 2 pots on their head. And then you're like,
I'm like,
What is
okay, you
weird?
crossed the line now.
So Skip, what is weird, like that you haven't seen in San Francisco that's really weird?
that I haven't seen in San Francisco?
Like aliens having sex or what? Like, what do we got? Where does it have
The weirdest
to be?
thing are just straight people now. I mean, you know, straight society when you
The
go out.
weirdest thing for me is the people that have, like, nothing, and they're obviously fucked up and crazy, and they're obviously on drugs, and they're obviously living on the street, and then 2 years later, they're still doing it. And you're like, bitch, I'm barely pulling it together every day and making my life go. How are you still alive? To me, that's the weirdest thing. And how are you still trying to talk to me? And how don't you just run into traffic and kill yourself? Because you've been doing the same thing that for me is pathetic. And to me, that's the most amazing thing. People in San Francisco that are still working it and surviving, even though their life is, and putting on a show sometimes, you know.
That's amazing.
I'm
Yeah,
not
these
saying any
people,
names.
they're part of the city.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's weird to me. But as far as visually, there's just some of the most amazing, beautiful, crazy, scary things in the world. And you see
Yeah.
it all at one time, and they're just doing it, and they're not necessarily doing it for money, they're not skating it for whatever, they're just doing it because they want it.
Because they want to do it. Yeah, definitely.
It's the
That's
greatest
great.
free show on
It
earth.
really is.
Oh, it totally is.
Better than Mardi Gras.
I can't believe people who read their books on buses. Because I'm like going, look what that guy's doing, or look
that's
out that
better than
window.
The fucking Kardashians,
Exactly.
Right? Like, watch this shit. This is.
Oh my God, I love fashion and everything, but up to a point, you know.
Totally.
Yeah, I
Got
mean,
Botox when she was pregnant. Did you read on Delisted?
Ooh,
Yeah, got Botox when she was pregnant. Yeah.
of course.
Good
Well, you
idea.
got to look your best when you're getting ready to pop one out.
No, the weirdest thing that I definitely saw most recently, what Dan was involved in, is that we actually had Duplicity Dilemma, fabulous drag queen, go down with
Love
DJ
me some
Dank
Duplicity, yes.
over to Union Square and to the Fisherman's Wharf.
Yes, I had the brainchild that we would go to the masses and bring them flyers and save them from a boring trip to San Francisco.
Yeah.
Instead, I was the minister who was bringing them toxic waste,
So all these,
and they just could not get away from us faster.
it was like you know, you would think.
I mean, I
okay,
wonder if
you'd think
Duplicity had been
10
a drag, it would have gone better, but I don't think so. I think it would have scared
Oh,
them
she
more.
wasn't made up.
No,
Oh,
I'd
yeah,
hoped.
she needs to be made up.
See,
Oh,
that's
she
what I'd
wasn't
hoped.
made up.
No.
Oh, well, the plot thickens.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
maybe we'll just we'll
That's
figure it out. Maybe we'll bring a gang of drag queens down there.
No, I mean
I
it's just
would
not the
do
way
it.
to
I
go.
would do
It's just
it.
not the way to go. I think we should go with posters where people don't have to touch people or communicate. They can see them walking by.
Yes.
But we spent a lot of money on those flyers.
Maybe
and
I'll bring my
didn't get
purple
anybody for
guitar
them.
down. Maybe that'll help.
Not
That's
that
a
money is the
purple-
point, but still, if you're going to invest your
Yeah, we gotta
your
do it,
advertising dollars, you need to do it with what works. And I think posters work, and then just doing it on every form of media you can,
Yep.
including
well,
what little bit the newspapers will give you.
Well, we're gonna find out how we're gonna do a little experiment. We're gonna
We're
go down to
continuing
Fisherman's
to-
Wharf with some drag queens and see if we get a reaction.
Well, you know,
from
we
them.
are-
I will do it with you.
we are
And
planning.
Skip will do it with me. Yes.
There we go, and we're planning to do another drag bus. So,
We're gonna do a drag bus. That's gonna be
and we're
fun.
going to do drag bus and
You should do it during the
Dwarf.
day.
No, we're on.
Yeah. That would be.
Not the day.
I
the
want to show. I
afternoon.
want to show
Yeah,
the audience
like at
something.
3.
I love when girls have their underwear showing, especially when their bra sticks out in the back. I love that. I love it. Sorry about that. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, back to the calendar. This takes
Yeah.
a long time all the time if you guys have never witnessed this, because I'll announce something and then Maria will riff. It's cool. Sex in the City,
Oh yeah.
the musical. They have new episodes. And I happen to know that who's going to be in it? I believe Pristine's going to have a couple of shows. Isn't that correct?
playing
Or is
Mr.
she already
Big?
over with? But I know that it's Heklina, Darcy, Drollinger. The Queen is busy. Lady Bear, Trixie Carr, Lee Crow, Jordan Wheeler, and Cookie Dough. Oh, and special guest Pristine Condition.
Wait, so who's playing the 4 girls? It's 4 girls, right?
Right, the girls
Who's
it looks
playing,
like are
Terry
played
Bradshaw,
by looks like Terry Bradshaw is Trixie Carr, and
Yeah.
then it looks like Samantha is Darcy Drollinger, and I can't tell who Heklina is. I bet Heklina is the horse-faced.
Heklina is the lead.
She's not.
Yeah,
the lead.
Heklina would have to be the leader.
Heklina would be
She's
would
my
be
one.
would be Kim
Oh,
Cattrall.
okay. So,
Would be Kim Cattrall.
so Lady Bear's Cynthia Nixon, whatever character that is. And
She's
then,
the lawyer,
and then
the
Trixie,
redhead
and
lawyer.
then Trixie's the prim and proper one that wanted the good wedding.
Trixie is.
Looks like it, yeah. Trixie
Oh,
Carr.
that'll be
You
fun.
would so be the Samantha though. That would be fucking
Oh,
hilarious.
yeah, that would
Samantha
be.
is Kim Cattrall, the other one.
Yeah, but you'd
Yeah.
be like dirty, nasty Samantha.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like even more so.
But that's
Especially when
starting
she
up,
found-
so we
my
definitely.
favorite one was when she found her boyfriend dressing in drag
Yeah.
and he used her name. You
So
know,
we
I
definitely
said,
want to
"Man, you
support
kinky
them. That's
shit."
starting
Doesn't matter any kinky shit. I can
next
tell
Wednesday.
you. I can tell you. Anyway, continue.
At
Yeah.
Sex in the City. Drink some more wine.
I would drink some more wine.
Tickle
If-
Tarts,
well,
the musical, is still
no, I don't want to.
is
I
still
don't like guests to give me
continuing.
wine. No.
Tourette's Without Regrets will be happening in Oakland.
S'il vous plaît, merci beaucoup. Ah, j'ai soif.
And then, of course, we want to throw out a shout out to Mr. S After Dark, which will be at Mr. S Leather next Friday. And, of course, we did put up the teaser piece on underthegoldengate.com under Out on the
Yeah.
Town, which is our first little teaser from our visit to Pristine Condition
S leather.
at Mr. S Leather, where this one ran amok.
Have you
Literally.
ever been on the horse?
Yeah, we know, Maria. We know the horse.
I love.
Love to get spanked
Getting
on the
spanked
horse.
on
Yes,
the-
we
I'm
all know. We all
sorry.
did it.
I'm not saying I'm
Oh, I
proud
say
of it.
oh yeah, no, I know.
Yes, you are.
Well, I'm
You're
proud.
very proud of it.
Oh, especially when you're stopping people in the street and telling them.
Okay, we want to get our next guest. Let's get to
Yes.
the event calendar here.
Also, next Friday, before I forget, Rare Bits is going to be at Truck. Those are my friends, DJ Chicken and Arno and Bobby. And the guest DJ that night is Heclina, celebrating her birthday.
Heclina's going to be DJing?
DJing with the boys, so it's going to be
Wow.
super fun. Nasty
Let's
male sex
heckle
videos.
Heclina.
Well, I'm sure she did pretty. I went there the night that Peaches Christ DJ'd, and she did quite. And it's a great time to catch those people when it's not quite like, the Heclina. No, she'll probably be in boy drag.
Oh, even better.
The disappointment on her face.
No, I'm
Why
like,
would anybody do that?
because every time I meet somebody, my strategy is around how can I break through their shell and get to the juices that are inside.
Yeah,
Depends on whether or
that's
not
pretty
you're in
accurate,
drag,
I would say.
Right?
Okay, well, we're doing to bring our first victim
So
on.
we're going to bring our
Yeah,
first
yeah.
victim on. Oh,
Yeah.
excuse me, guys.
So should I play a song or something? We can take a break.
Why
Are
don't
we
you
good?
play a song so we can bring her on? But let me announce.
Oh, wait a
our
minute.
guest.
We don't have to do a station ID either.
We do not have to do a station
Yay.
ID, but we don't want to do any copywritten material.
No, I have this. I have the new track sent to me directly from the artist of Alexander Crumsnatcher's newest remix, and it's pretty awesome.
Excellent. This is Crumsnatcher, who just
Yeah.
recently moved to LA, right?
Or is in the process thereof.
Alex Crumsnatcher.
But this
it's
is
fun.
the House of Glitch.
Let's play a song.
Mix of Let's Go Humpin'. So here we go. You guys enjoy this, and we'll be back.
Let's get to humping.
You know that that's what you get when you fuck with Crumsnatcher, the cocker master. You'll come faster, so that's what you get when you fuck with Crumsnatcher. That's what you get. You know they say that I'm the one that snatches crumbs. I got a large ass dick to fill you up. I'll have you eating my cum like it's a snout count. I'll have you riding my shit like I was Beelzebub. I'm putting Jackie O on to enhance the mood, because some dirty South head is what I'll give to you. And then I'll flip you on it, make you wanna soil my bed, and sling your little pinky asshole till I'm tasting shit. I'm not the type of boy to just to fuck around. I'm like a guy with an ass that's big and brown. More pushing, more pushing, more pushing shit. I'll fuck your ass so deep you'll be tasting it, 'cause I'm the greatest fucking rapper all around the Bay. The Bay Area. No matter what your gender or sexuality, you know you want a little piece of Crumsnatcher. That's what you get when you fuck with Crumsnatcher, the cocker master. You'll come faster, so that's what you get when you fuck with Crumsnatcher.
Let's get to humping.
You know that that's what you get. That's what you get. You know that that's what you get. That's what you get when you fuck with Crumsnatcher. That's what you get when you fuck with Crumsnatcher, the cocker master. You'll come back. You know that that's what you get when you fuck with Crumsnatcher. That's what you get. You know the dick's real good, so bring me your butt. I'm gonna stick and bang it in you till you can't shut up. You're saying, oh, Crumsnatcher, you're so hot, I'm so hard. And a little, and some, oh my god. Luda might have us in different area codes, but I got loads of bros just touching the toes. I'm gonna fuck you so hard that your pancreas jiggles, and then I'll flick it on your wrestle and say, tickle, tickle. I'll bang your prostate gland till there's a hole in the side, until you can't stop screaming, 'cause you're coming all night. That's what you get when you fuck with Crumsnatcher, the cocker master. You'll come faster, so that's what you get when you fuck with Crumsnatcher.
Let's get to humping.
You know that that's what you get. That's what you get. You know that that's what you get. That's what you get when you fuck with Crumsnatcher. That's what you get when you fuck with Crumsnatcher, the cocker master. You'll come back. You know that that's what you get when you fuck with Crumsnatcher. You know that A is for your ass, B is for your butt, C is for my cock. I'm gonna dick you, then I'm done. Eat it, F, give me some of your rock hard. Boys, I'm gonna pork you, gonna stick that piggy in. I'm gonna show you how to take it like a man. I'll taste your ass all over and I'll slip myself and buckle up, easy puff of the side. Right, they call me four-slice toaster, a foreskin roaster, a sex roller coaster, a boy fuck fest, I'm a penis bloaster. Don't call me a boaster, I'll say no sir, I'm the best. Get on your knees, I've got a cock to please, but boy, don't sneeze, just get lick with your tongue on my dick. You'll say, Alex, you're the shit. Don't talk with your mouth full, trick. You know that that's what you get. That's what you get. You know that that's what you get. That's what you get when you fuck with Crumsnatcher. That's what you get when you fuck with Crumsnatcher, the cocker master. You'll come back. You know that that's what you get when you fuck with Crumsnatcher.
Let's get to humping.
You know that that's what you get. That's what you get. That's what you get. That's what you get.
Let's get to humping.
You know that that's what you get. That's what you get. That's what you get. That's what you get. That's what you get when you fuck with Crumsnatcher. That's what you get when you fuck with Crumsnatcher, the cocker master. You'll come back. You know that that's what you get when you fuck with Crumsnatcher. That's what you get. That's what you get. You know that that's what you get.
Let's get to humping.
You know that that's what you get.